Hey friends, welcome to the Curated Home. I'm Joanne Coleman and this is Maggie. Today is Labor Day and it's such a beautiful fall vibey day. Today I'm really enjoying it and so is Maggie. It's so relaxing. Today I wanted to share with you a family dinner and a recipe or two. The first recipe is tortilla soup and I don't have a recipe for it. I've made it over and over again, so I don't really follow a recipe, but the street corn recipe I do have a recipe for, and one that I followed because it's a new recipe to me. The recipes that I normally cook with are have been in my family for generations and passed down from my great grandmother on down to me, and most of those were word of mouth, and if they were written down it was in measurements like smidge and pinch. So I'll do my best to give you the recipe for tortilla soup. Maggie and I also wanted to thank you so much and found it kind of fitting that we're sharing a family dinner bonus video with you this week because we have grown our YouTube family to 100 subscribers, and that was a goal that we had. It was a small goal, and we start small with all our goals because we want to make them attainable and reachable. And I do that because I like to live by example, and I like to show the people that I work with, and especially my children, that any goal that you set is attainable and you can reach any dream you set. So I do that by example. I feel like that's the best way to guide them and nurture them. And so I'm so happy and so kind of proud of myself that I set another little goal and we reached it, Maggie and I, and it was all thanks to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, subscribing and following our journey here. It has meant really so much to Maggie and I, and it's meant a lot to my family in the small way that you are helping to prove my little life lesson of, you set a goal and you can reach it. No matter how small or big it is, you can reach it. And I hope each of you feel that way and know that in the bottom of your heart that any goal that you set is reachable and attainable. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. So to make this soup, you're going to need a rotisserie chicken, and you're going to need some corn, fresh or frozen is fine. You're going to need an onion, your preference, red, yellow, white, some fresh cilantro, some chicken broth, some black beans, some sun-dried tomatoes, some bell peppers of your choice, fresh garlic, some chili powder, cumin, whether it be seed or powder, some salt. For toppings, you're going to want some sharp cheddar cheese or any kind of cheese that you like, some tortilla chips or strips, and some sour cream, and then a wedge of lime to serve as a garnish. So you're going to start by deboning your chicken, and you're going to want to shred that up. I'm going to do that after I get it in the crock pot. I'm just going to break that up with my hands. And yes, my hands are clean. My husband's gonna come in here in a second and help me open the chicken broth up because my hands are gonna be greasy, of course. And after he opens that up, I'm going to use the chicken broth to get all the rendering of the chicken out of the pan. And I'm just going to get as much of that flavoring out of that rotisserie chicken's container as I can, and then I'm just going to empty the rest of the chicken broth into the crock pot. You're going to go ahead next and add your black beans. You're going to want to give them a really good rinse because they come in a heavy syrup or like a really thick juice. So go ahead and give them a good rinse before you add them to the crock pot. And then we're going to add our corn. And after the corn, we're going to drain our sun-dried tomatoes and then go ahead and put those in as well. And then we're going to give this a little bit of a mix before we start adding in our fresh vegetables and our other ingredients. Next, you'll add in some diced bell peppers, and some diced onion and minced garlic and some salt, chili powder, and some cumin. I use cumin seeds. And then you're just going to give that a mix. And you're going to go ahead and leave that cooking, like I said previously, for about 6 hours on low or 4 hours on high. For the next recipe, we're going to make street corn salad. You can serve it warm or cold. You're going to start with, and I've doubled my recipe, so you're going to start with some corn. It calls for 16-ounce bag of frozen or 4 ears of fresh corn, or for me, I'm doing 32 ounces because I doubled the recipe because it's for family dinner. You're going to want to, if you use frozen, you're going to want to let them thaw by running some warm water over them and then letting them drain thoroughly, or you can warm them up on the stove. If it's fresh, you're not going to need to let them thaw, obviously. You're just going to kind of warm them up or cook them a little bit in a frying pan. Cook them up just a little bit so that they're not so tough. Then you're going to mix together your dressing. So your dressing is equal parts mayonnaise and plain Greek yogurt. So I'm using 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. And to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, salt and pepper, and garlic. It calls for 2 cloves. I doubled, so it's 4. And let's see, I'm looking at my recipe over here real quick. And the lime juice. It's the juice of 1 lime, so I'm using 2 limes. Again, doubling the recipe. All right, so this is your dressing, and you're just gonna mix that together. So after that's mixed together, you're going to add it's Mexican grated cheese. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. I think it's Tortilla, something like that. It calls for 1/4 of a cup, so I doubled that. So you're gonna put that in with your corn. You're also gonna put in red onion with your corn. And you can add jalapeno, and you can also add like some other vegetables if you'd like, but I'm going to stick with no jalapeno because we're gonna do stuff on the side. Not all of us can handle the spice. My kids definitely can handle the spice. I can't handle the spice, but I do love the spice, if that makes sense. And then you're going to have cilantro and green onion as a topper. So I'm not gonna put those on right now. I'll put that on right before I serve it. And you're just gonna drizzle this over and then give it a good mix. I'm gonna get every bit of that out of there, so I'm gonna take a spatula and really get that good. These are why spatulas are so great, because they get every little bit left. It's great for baking and getting all the good goods out of there. All right, then we're just gonna give this a mix. You can put some green bell peppers in here. You can put red, you know, to kind of make a pop of color. So that helps. You can do either orange, stuff like that. That would be really good. So after you have it all mixed up, you're going to transfer it into a serving dish. For me, since it's going to be a little bit before the kids come, I'm going to transfer it over to my bowl and put it in the refrigerator. And then when I'm ready to serve it, I'm going to let it come to room temperature for just a little while, and I'll put my cilantro and my green onion on then. So I've transferred it over, and I've already taken a little bit of a taste, and oh my gosh, is this good. Let me see. It is so good. We are not going to have all of the kids today, but the kids that do show up for family dinner are going to be so blessed. Their mom can definitely cook. I'm going to give you a little tip while I'm at it. When you have green onion or fresh vegetables or fresh fruits, a way that tend to draw moisture and then go bad really fast, what you want to do is just lay a paper towel in on the top, and it'll draw the moisture out and keep them fresh longer. So that's what I'm going to do with the vegetables that I've already, or the green onions that I've already prepped. And then we are just going to wait until company comes. Sunday dinners are something that we've done for as long as I can remember, even before I had children. The kitchen is the heart of the home, and it's where everybody gathers, and Sunday meals just give us an opportunity to enjoy really good food and enjoy each other, and to enjoy the blessings and remember the blessings that we have by having a family. And it gives us an opportunity to catch up, and I would not trade these moments for anything in the world.
Our consent.
You have no choice.